2020-2021 National FFA President. From the state of Georgia, Doster Harper.
All right, welcome back to the Farm Monitor. October 29th, a night Newton County's Doss Harper will never forget. That, of course, was the night Doss was named the next president of the National FFA chapter, only the fourth Georgian ever to receive the honor. Doss joining us now from his new home in Indianapolis. Doss, good to see you, my man.
Yes, sir. It's great to see you too. Thank you for having me.
Now, I hate to say I told you so, but when we last spoke, as you were preparing and you were doing your officer candidate training, I told you, I said, Doss, I think you got this. And you're like, I don't know. I told you, didn't I?
Yes, sir, you did. I appreciate you for the encouragement too.
Take us back, Doss, to that night when you were named FFA president. We all saw the video there briefly. Very emotional time, just very emotional watching that. What went through your head when you heard your name called that you were the next FFA president?
Oh my gosh, it was a moment of complete shock and disbelief. Whenever we first found out that this process was going to happen virtually and we weren't going to be able to flood the streets of Indy with 70,000 FFA members in October, it was a bit of a disappointing feeling. But to get to go through that process and get to be there in that moment with all my friends and family right there in the FFA camp in Covington, where I made so many good memories as a child and as an FFA member, that moment was indescribable. To be able to embrace my parents right there who were next to me after that announcement was made, it was a dream come true. And I'm so thankful that I got to be able to experience that moment with those people that got me there and to be able to experience that moment with the folks that pushed me there. It was an incredible experience, to say the least.
Yeah, and really, Doss, you haven't had 5 minutes to really enjoy it. What's it been like since that night?
It's been pretty unique. That was the first time that a national officer team has been elected virtually. And so we actually got to spend the first few months of our officer year at home, connecting virtually with each other and connecting virtually with different media outlets and FFA members from across the country who wanted to meet on Zoom meetings, just like this one. And so, of course, that became the new norm for our officer team and for the first time ever. And so it's pretty unique to experience, but it's also cool to know that we get to meet with so many FFA members from across the country who we might not otherwise get to meet with before had we not be able to have this virtual outlet to connect with each other. So it's been a unique experience, but getting to connect with each other virtually until we got to relocate to Indianapolis in January was something that we were thankful for. And to meet my teammates 2 months after we got elected for the first time in person in January was a special moment too, for sure. So we've gotten to know each other well since then.
And that's kind of a different, different from years past, because I know usually right after they're elected, they're up there in Indianapolis like right away. So being that it was virtual for the first couple months, I mean, did it take anything away from the whole honor or no? It maybe probably, like you said, it just made it even more unique experience, I'm guessing.
I don't know that I would say it took something away, but it definitely made it a lot different. It might have, been disappointing at first, like I said earlier, to find out that it was going to be virtual. But at that point, we might have taken 2 steps back. But in the moment, whenever it was all happening, it felt like we took 100 steps forward. It was definitely something very special. It was something that overcome all the different upsetting things that we might have experienced earlier when we found out it wasn't going to happen in person, but all the different ways the National FFA found to allow FFA award recipients to allow award recipient members to be on screen and to see their faces as they were announced, which we don't get to see in Indianapolis. And to be able to, like I said, being surrounded by those family and friends that got me there to that moment for that virtual announcement was something special. And it was an intimate feeling, to say the least, that could have never been recaptured in an in-person event in Indianapolis.
Well, and I know, Doss, I speak for a lot of people when I say we are thrilled for you. We are proud of you. Go get them. We're going to be following your progress the next year, and I know you're going to do us proud.
Thank you, sir. I'll be representing Newton County as everywhere that I go.